Hey everyone, welcome to High School Dropout's Advice. If you need subtitles, click on the subtitle button right here. First of all, YouTube is filtering the comments of my viewers, so I don't get all your guys' comments, but I have made a Discord channel so you can get directly in touch with me. I will link it in the description below. Today we saw a massive drop in Ehang, 15% drop. This can make one nervous. Mohammed said it's painful to watch today's price action, and I totally agree with him. Cedric is asking what is wrong with Ehang. This company is great, but it can't stop dipping. Lang is asking why is Ehang dropping so much today? 15% already down. Lucas is mad and demands an Ehang video right now. He is angry that I said $33 is the lowest I think it will go. Let us check what I said. We see that Ehang is building a support line at the $33 level. I think this will be pretty much the bottom when it goes up from here. Now let me use the technicals and we can agree that the support line at $33 got broken and it went down quite a bit. This shows that it's quite difficult to catch the bottom and invest in a perfect time. Let us check the news to see if there is any bad news, which was the reason for the sell-off. We have the same old lawsuits news. Every law firm is putting up. But this is the same situation since the Wolfpack accusation was published. Let's read what TD Ameritrade thinks the reason is for the sell-off. Shares of Chinese companies are trading lower amid concerns of policy tightening in the wake of positive economic sentiments. US and China tensions and regulatory concerns following a large fine on Alibaba have also weighed on Chinese stocks. Now, let us have a look at Alibaba. Alibaba is up around 9%, and TD Ameritrade is saying Alibaba's shares are trading higher after the company was fined $2.8 billion by Chinese regulators, which investors speculate may resolve ongoing government investigation into the company. So this is weird, right? At one stock they say the large fine and the tensions between the US and China is the reason, and on the other stock, Alibaba, they say it's going up because investors think everything is resolved. In other words, we as long-term investors need to understand that these are just noises from people who write the news after what happens to the stock. I can also say something like this: Ehang Stock dropped because YouTube watchers watch less High School Dropouts Advice. Do you see how irrelevant those news writers are? There is no real news that led Ehang drop. The tension between the USA and China was not the main reason. Because look at Alibaba stock, which rose 9%, and look at Tencent, which was pretty much break even. So this has nothing to do with the news. So there are only two reasons. One is the stock's technicals, which is a short-term thing and would be only interested for traders. For long-term investors, there was no news that would have triggered us to sell the stock. Now, there can be another reason: insider trading. We know that the earning release is on the April 16th, and there might be some leak of the report and an insider of the company has sold their shares. In case of insider trading, the company needs to report this within 2 business days. Let us have a quick look at the Ehang's SEC filing. We see that the latest activity was on February 18th. We have to wait another 1 to 2 business days to see if an insider trader is involved. Me personally, I don't think there was an insider trading, but it could be possible. I even bought a little bit more of Ehang. I bought 110 more shares for $29.02 each. because I like to average down, and I'm not the only one. E2 would also average down if the support breaks. I'm in Ehang for the long term, and I only invest the money in Ehang that I don't care to lose entirely. This means once I invest the money, I don't care if the company mismanages and goes to zero. On the flip side, I'm in for each of my investments for the next 20 years. If I think the company will be bigger and better in 20 years from now, and it makes me a good amount of money and helps me to find financial freedom, I will invest in it. What happens this month, next month, in the next 6 months or year is for me not so important. We can agree that many things can happen in between, but as long as you see a future for your investment in the next 20 years, keep it. Never invest the money you would need to buy groceries or your rent's money. Only invest the money you really can afford not to have for the next 20 years. Even if this means only $50 or $5, it's important to have the right mindset. The numbers should not matter as much. I would also add way more stocks if Ehang has a mixed earning results on the 16th of April and disappoint most investors. Maybe it drops by another 20% and I'm happy to add more stocks. I know that most money invested in Ehang are traders who will sell if they have made some money, and they will also sell if they lose some money. Ehang remains a volatile stock with big growth potential. So this is a perfect stock for me to collect more and more when traders are selling for cheap. The potential of the stock gets filled slowly while it will have volatile movements. As a long-term trader, you can afford to be happy when your stock gets cheaper so you can strengthen your position. For traders, stock price drops are stressful, but for investors, this is their favorite stock on discount. I know that this shift in mindset is not easy, and I was a trader too, but I noticed life is easier as a long-term investor. Less work, less stress, fewer mistakes, but way more money, especially for the ones with great patience. So I hope my subscribers and viewers understand my view and can also see that each drop in price not as something negative, but also as an opportunity to make money. Money is made when you buy, not when you sell. Recently, Cathie Woods said Tesla would 4x, but when it dropped by 20%, she said this is good. Now it will 5x, and she can add more to her position. This of course applies to all stocks. So changing the investment mindset will generate a lot of money because you will think differently than the mass, and you are not emotionally triggered by noises of news and price movements. I know how it sounds. I know it's not easy, but investing will require a lot of self-discovery and nurturing of self-discipline and patience. This is why I always say, the stock or the investment will not make you rich. It's your mindset. We can have 100 people buying Ehang today, and I will tell you, we will have 100 different results. Anyways, for legal reasons, let me tell you, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy on YouTube. Please remember, do your own due diligence and hire a financial advisor if necessary. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel when you don't want to miss out any stock information and investment opportunity. Thank you so much and see you hopefully in the next video. Thank you. Bye.